GWN World Tour, Episode 2. Episode of Roman Forum, Colosseum, and San Luigi dei Francesi, Church vs. Chic. Roman Forum is located between Piazza Venezia and the Colosseum. The Roman Forum was the hub of political and social activity of the Roman citizens. The Roman Forum was where religious and public life in ancient Rome took place. The Forum is, along with the Colosseum, the greatest sign of the splendor of the Roman Empire that can be seen today. After the fall of the empire, the Roman Forum was forgotten, and little by little it was buried under the earth. Although in the 16th century the existence and location of the Forum was already known, it was not until the 20th century that excavations were carried out. Interestingly, the place where the Forum was built was originally a marshy area. In the 6th century BC the area was drained by means of the Cloaca Maxima, one of the first sewer systems in the world. Now I'm going to tell you some special points of Roman Forum. Via Sacra. This was the main street in ancient Rome which linked the Piazza del Campidoglio with the Colosseum. Arch of Titus. This is a triumphal arch that commemorates Rome's victory over Jerusalem. It was built after the death of the Emperor Titus. Arch of Septimius Severus, an arch erected in the year 203 AD to commemorate the third anniversary of Septimius Severus as the emperor. Temple of Antoninus and Faustina, built in the 2nd century, the Temple of Antoninus and Faustina sets itself apart as the best preserved temple in the Roman Forum. Basilica of Maxentius and Constantine, though now mostly destroyed, its size suggests that this was one of the most important buildings of the Roman Forum. The Curia. In this building the Senate met to make administrative decisions and about the Roman government. Column of Focus, erected in the year 608 AD in honor of the Emperor of Byzantium. This column, which is over 13 meters high, is one of the few that have remained standing since being built. Visiting Rome without walking around the Forum is like going to Paris without seeing the Eiffel Tower. As you travel along the Via Sacra, close your eyes and imagine it as it was more than 20 centuries ago, when Julius Caesar walked there. The Roman Forum is one of the most beautiful and interesting places in the city, so it is easy to spend several hours strolling among its temples without getting bored. Colosseum. The Colosseum is the main symbol of Rome. It is an imposing construction that, with almost 2,000 years of history, will bring you back in time to discover the way of life in the Roman Empire. The construction of the Colosseum began in the year 72 under the Empire of Vespasian and was finished in the year 80 during the rule of the Emperor Titus. After completion, the Colosseum became the greatest Roman amphitheater, measuring 188 meters in length, 156 meters in width, and 57 meters in height. During the Roman Empire, and under the motto of bread and circuses, the Roman Colosseum, known then as Flavian Amphitheater, allowed more than 50,000 people to enjoy its finest spectacles. The exhibitions of exotic animals, executions of prisoners, recreations of battles and gladiator fights kept the Roman people entertained for years. The Colosseum remained active for over 500 years. The last recorded games in history were celebrated in the 6th century. Since the 6th century the Colosseum has suffered lootings, earthquakes and even bombings during World War II. Demonstrating a great survival instinct, The Colosseum was used for decades as a storehouse, church, cemetery and even a castle for nobility. At present the Colosseum is, along with the Vatican City, Rome's greatest tourist attraction. Each year 6 million tourists visit it. On 7 July 2007 the Colosseum became one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. Now I'm going to tell you some special points of the Colosseum. The original name Flavian Amphitheater was changed to the Colosseum due to the great statue of Nero that was located at the entrance of the Domus Aurea, the Colossus of Nero. The Domus Aurea was a great palace built under the orders of Nero after the fire of Rome. The Emperor Titus inaugurated the Colosseum with 100 days of games, which took the life of more than 2,000 gladiators. The Colosseum had a canvas ceiling to protect people from the sun. The machinery and cages were located beneath the arena. There are some theories that the Colosseum was filled with water for naval battle recreations, although for the moment there have not been conclusive investigations. Every Good Friday the Pope leads the Way of the Cross procession in the Colosseum. This place has always been closely connected with the church, and on this day the early Christians that died in the arena are remembered. In order to avoid endless lines that can cost you several hours, it is advisable either to arrive early in the morning or to buy an entrance ticket in the Palatine Hill, since there are usually fewer people there and the cost of entrance is combined. Another way to avoid lines is to buy the Roma Pass, a discount card that offers free entrance to the Colosseum without having to wait in line. San Luigi dei Francesi, Church versus Chic. When you walk into the Church of San Luigi dei Francesi, the national church in Rome of France, located between Piazza Navona and the Pantheon, you realize the reason for its fame. It's not the Baroque architecture by Giacomo della Porta and Domenico Fontana. It's not the church's paintings by Domenichino or Cavaliere d'Urbino. As the crowd clustered in front of the Contarelli Chapel tells you, the frescoes by Caravaggio are the main draw. The life of St. Matthew. Born Michelangelo Merisi, Caravaggio, who lived from 1571 to 1610, was the most dramatic realistic painter of his day. He was also one of the cheekiest. In the frescoes, his first major commission, he gave the saints dirty feet and showed an angel ticking off points on his finger for St. Matthew to make in the Gospel. It's no secret that Rome is home to innumerable churches, however this one is particularly special as there are several masterpieces hidden within. When strolling near the Pantheon in Piazza Navona, it's worth visiting this church to admire artworks by Caravaggio for free. Church to Rome's French community since 1589, this opulent Baroque chiesa is home to a celebrated trio of Caravaggio paintings: the Vaccazione di San Matteo, the Calling of St. Matthew, the Martirio di San Matteo, the Martyrdom of St. Matthew, and San Matteo e l'Angelo, St. Matthew and the Angel, known collectively as the St. Matthew cycle. These 3 canvases, housed in the Cappella Contarelli to the left of the main altar, are among the earliest of Caravaggio's religious works, painted between 1600 and 1602, but they are inescapably his, featuring a down-to-earth realism and the stunning use of chiaroscuro, the bold contrast of light and dark. Before you leave the church, take a moment to enjoy Domenichino's faded 17th-century frescoes of St. Cecilia in the second chapel on the right. St. Cecilia is also depicted in the altarpiece by Guidorini, which is a copy of a work by Raphael. And thank you for joining us for Golden Word Network World Tour. Stay with us for next episode. Good day to you. Thank you for watching this video and subscribe our channel for more video like this. Comment your all ideas about us comment section below.